Hello，各位同学们，大家晚上好，欢迎来到今天的讲座。所以今天我们要来讲的是我们有时候显化卡住的时候该怎么办呢？那我们今天请官方的老师们呢来为大家解惑，怎么样去改善你的显化的卡点？那我们今天有两个翻译频道有莉亚老师的中文频道，还有 Donna 广东话频道，所以你可以选择你想要听的语言，或者是待在主频道就是听英语。好，那我们现在欢迎 Matthias 老师。那等一下 Brandy 应该也会上来。So let's welcome Matthias. Hello, Matthias, are you there? Okay, good.
Hello, hello. Hi, everybody.
Hi. So Brandy is coming up later, right?
She's coming in now. Yeah. So
Oh,
as
okay.
soon as
All right.
she's
You
there,
can
you can
start.
spotlight her alongside us. That's great. There she is. Just came in.
Oh, oh, okay. Okay. All right. Let me put her 1 second. Okay. All right. Okay. So we can
Perfect.
start. All
Well,
right.
hello and welcome, everybody. So, first of all, let me see.
Oh, got it.
Brandy.
My microphone wasn't unmuting. So I was calling you to say if I have to leave for a second and rejoin, but it worked. I got it.
Perfect. There she is. Hi. Okay, well, first of all, hello and welcome, everybody. We are very happy to have you all here with us today. And well, today we'll be talking about manifesting, about why some manifestation might not come true, but we'll also talk a little bit about the upcoming quantum jumping class, just so you know. But before we do that, I actually want to give it over to Brandy so she can open with a prayer. And do we all have permission to scan you? Is that okay?
All right. Good morning, everybody. Really quickly, this is a webinar, so you don't have to have your camera on, but if you want to have your camera on, we would love to see your beautiful faces. And we are going to do a quick scan and an opening prayer. Father, Mother, God, Creator of all that is, thank you for my life. Thank you for all that we are and all that we will become. Thank you for today and the opportunity to connect together, be together, and grow together. Allow us to be inspired, manifest, and move forward, creating through you. Thank you. Aho. And then, really quickly, since I know that it's later over there for you guys, but it's the beginning of the morning for us. And since we're talking about manifesting, one simple thing that you can do with manifesting daily is actually really setting your intention on what you want your day to be like. The energy you want to have, the thoughts you want to have, the things you need to accomplish, and just taking a minute to connect to the creator and seeing that. So knowing what you have to get done today, and I know it's nighttime, so you're going to know what you need to do for tomorrow, and you can set that intention now, tonight, going into tomorrow. But really just taking a minute going up and just seeing where's the thing you got to do is you got to get up and go to work tomorrow and you got to see your clients or you got to teach a class. What energy do you want to have? How do you want to be treated? How do you want to treat other people? And you can put all of that into your manifestation every single day in the morning and just see how that actually helps to shift your vibration. So we're going to do that really quickly. We're going to walk you up. You're going to get a chance to just see that through. And tomorrow morning, if you want to do it again, it's great to do it in the morning. It's great to do it at night. It works either way. You can go up and connect to the creator and reset your vibration anytime throughout the day. So let's go up really quickly. Just close your eye. Take a deep breath in. Imagine energy coming up from the bottom of your feet, moving up to the top of your head, making a beautiful ball of light. See yourself in that ball of light as you go up past the universe, through layers and layers of light, through a golden light, through a thick jelly like substance into that tingly white, white, white light. Go higher and higher, watching that ball of light disappear as you become one with that white, white, white light. And say, Creator of all it is, thank you for my life. And it is requested that this day is in my life now, that I have plenty of energy, that I have an energy of kindness and compassion, that as I work with my clients, they receive the love that I have and I share. That I teach my classes, that they feel inspired and they receive the love, whatever it is you like to do. As you're going to the grocery store, as you're cooking your family dinner, or anything that you've got, you've got to do, tomorrow, today, and just see that you get it accomplished. See that it happens in a good energy. And of course, when you're finished, you go back to that sparkly white light and open your eyes.
Perfect. And as you are now in your evening time, one good thing to do every evening is always to think about what you're grateful for. That's also a very good boost in your manifestations. So if we are actually showing our gratitude every evening before you go to bed, if you create a gratitude list, or if you just think about everything you're grateful for, that can actually help you to create more in your life, because the universe works on energy, works on thought, you know? So if you send out a thought, oh, I don't have enough, or this is not enough, or this wasn't good, then that's what you attract
Okay.
back into your life. Whereas if you actually are manifesting and you are manifesting with gratitude, and you talk about what you are grateful for, and you say, oh, I'm grateful for the nice weather. I'm grateful that I had this opportunity today. I'm grateful for all the people who are listening and who are getting inspired. I'm grateful for Vienna for creating Theta Healing, and so on and so
因
forth.
為佢創造咗
Then you basically attract more of that gratitude,
Can I,
more of that.
excuse me, can I please fix the interpretation? Because one interpreter, she got, she locked out and she come back in and I'm not able to do it. Yeah, so I need to restart. Sorry. Yeah, I tried, but it didn't work out.
Perfect.
抱歉哦，大家，我马上好哦。Okay, done.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay.
I think it's
So
working.
with
Yep.
that gratitude, you can actually then also attract more into your life, because, well, have you ever given a gift to a child? I mean, you give a gift to a child and the child opens that gift and looks at it and is like, amazing, I love it, thank you so much. So what will you do the next time you see that child? You will want to give it a gift again. You will want to bring it more, right? But if you give a gift to a child and the child opens it and said, oh, that's not what I wanted, and oh, that's not good. Oh, I wanted it in red, you know. Will you give that child a gift again? Will you ever give that child a gift again? Well, if you have to, probably, but otherwise you will probably not likely give it a gift again, right? And that's the same thing with the universe. If you're grateful for the little things, grateful for all you have, all you are, then you actually reflect that gratitude back into your life as well. Okay.
And on top of that, I just want to add, there was one question that was like, why do my manifestations not work? And so for that specific question, I would invite you to explore that within yourself, actually. Anytime we have questions like that, we can always take them and see if there's a little bit of work, because obviously just thinking that question, you have a doubt that it's going to work. You're already concerned that your manifestation isn't working. So I would go and explore like, okay, well, why doesn't it? Why isn't it working for me? And see, is it too hard? Is it too much? Am I right there? Am I overwhelmed right now? Because all of that energy is instantly going to block the manifestation from working. And you're going to have those because we're human. We're going to have emotions. We're going to have hundreds of emotions a day. We're going to have tons of just things in our life. But at nighttime, when you go to sleep and you do that gratitude list, you're putting yourself to sleep in an energy of a high vibration, connecting to the creator, clearing off your day, having that gratitude. Then your brain gets to sleep going, I'm grateful. I've got this. And while it's sleeping, it's processing that because it's processing everything for the day, including that last moment. So when you go to bed at night and you're already stressed, you're sleeping with all of that stress going on in your mind. So clear that off as much as you can. And one thing that shifts is that gratitude. And then in the morning, as hard as it might be, avoid this. Avoid this. Okay? Or turn on some music on your phone, but don't start scrolling Don't start looking at things. Don't start instantly going into stress mode in the morning. Take just a few minutes to really get your energy where you want it to be. Take a few minutes to just even have gratitude in the morning and look at this after you've got going for like 30 minutes. Well, maybe that's your shower, a quick little workout, maybe some breakfast, then look at your phone. But avoid, if you can, throwing extra stress right at yourself in the beginning, because we are really good at stressing ourselves out, but we're not always really good at clearing our stress off. So as those thoughts come up, this doesn't work for me, this doesn't work for me, you got to go clear that off. Because the second you manifest and then turn around and go, my manifestations never work, my manifestations never work, the universe is like, okay, that doesn't have to work. Like, our thoughts are so strong and those feelings are so strong. So to be able to say, cancel that, cancel, it is working. What is working about my manifestation right now? Some of the things we manifest are big manifestations. And we actually start manifesting in the very beginning, and it comes really, really easy. But you also open a level of abilities, a level of knowingness about it. And so it's not that it gets harder, it's that you know where you were at before and you want to breach that level fast again, or you kind of want it right now. Right now. And there's nothing wrong with wanting it right now, but some of the manifestations you want are not meant to happen right now. But if we look at some of them, like if you're working on a healing business and you want to get a building, but the building's not ready for another year, what things are working well helping you get to that healing business? Okay, you got clients. So now, like, I went from having 10 clients, now I have 20 clients. So that's growing. My business is growing. I might not be in the center yet, but it is growing. My business is doing this, my business is doing, and switch it from a mind frame of my manifestations are never working to what part of your manifestation is working on those big ones. Recognizing a lot of those little ones too that do happen, but those words, don't listen to them. And if that's the constant one you have, why my manifestations never work? Why do they never work? If I ask that question right now, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when I say, why do your manifestations never work? Does your mind go, but mine actually do. Mine work a lot. Does your mind go, because I'm not worthy? Because it's too much effort? Because I don't know how to do it? Because I still have so much to learn? You can explore that from there. You go, okay, when did that begin? You know the belief work. You do it from that point on and see where it's at. But as those questions come up, ask them. That's a great sign to do maybe a little tiny bit of digging work right then.
And the self-value, that is actually something which you have to look into, because sometimes we feel unworthy of receiving the manifestation which we create. So we want to have 20 students, for example, and we manifest that, and then we wonder, oh, why did I only had 10? Why did I only had 5? Why did I only had 2? And why is that? Maybe you wanted to have 20, but maybe subconsciously you were like, I'm not good enough to teach 20 people. I'm not strong enough. I'm not I don't have enough knowledge to teach 20 people. I'm not fit enough to teach 20 people. All of that could also block your manifestation right then and there. And the universe actually helps you by bringing you what you can manage. So maybe you have subconscious programs that you are not worthy. Maybe you have subconscious program that you are not good enough. But that's just an opinion which you have towards yourself in that very moment, And you know how opinions are, everybody has one, but what you think about yourself is actually very powerful. So you always have to reflect and you have to ask yourself, do I think I deserve that? Do I think I am able to do that? And if the answer is maybe, well, then you should also do some digging. You should ask yourself, why do I think I cannot do that? Sometimes we have beliefs also that we have to teach fewer people so that we can keep up the quality. I had many clients which actually had that belief that as long as they have 2 or 4 or 6 students, they can observe them all. They have enough time to guide them. They have enough time to train them very well. And that was their wish. That was what they wanted to. They said, That's my biggest wish. I want to train them very well. But if I have 20 students, I cannot do that anymore. Well, the fact is you still could, depending on the 20 students. If you have 20 students and everybody needs individual attention, well, then it will be hard. But if you have 20 students and you have some of those students which are very independent already, then it's very easy. So what kind of students do you attract? Do you attract the students which always need the extra attention? Or do you attract the students which are ready to actually try and which are ready to believe in themselves, you know? And that's also important. You have to believe in yourself. So self-esteem, self-value, trust in yourself, believe in yourself. Those are essential in actually pulling in your manifestations, in actually making your dreams come true. Okay.
And then also kind of looking and seeing where at you're trying to maybe control a manifestation versus allowing the manifestation to take place. So when it comes to manifesting, we know that we can't force anyone to do anything that they don't want to do. We can't manifest for another person. And sometimes the manifestation that we're manifesting for is actually doing those things. So if you're manifesting for a job, but you're attached to that job has to be for Coca-Cola, you're trying to control that Coca-Cola is going to hire you. You're trying to force you onto another business or another person, and that doesn't work. So you take out the who it has to be for. What is it about the job at Coca-Cola that is so interesting to you that you want to do? Because they're a great company. Do you really know about them? What is it that interests you about it? And maybe it's that they're known all over the world, that you just have loved them since you were little, that you're really creative and you can help them in all these ways. Why does it have to be for Coca-Cola? What is it about it? So the manifestation would be just taking the Coca-Cola piece out, but holding on to the job, like holding on to what the outcome is that you would like to achieve from that, and then seeing what happens. Because the job might not be, it might be for Pepsi, it might be for a whole different company that was actually even better. You hadn't even explored that yet because you're so stuck on it has to be for this one place. It can be like that for your healing center, that it has to be in this one specific location, in this one specific building. But the universe knows that that's not the right building for you. That your building is actually 2 blocks down the road and it reaches more people, and it knows that. So you have to kind of look at your manifestation and go, is this me trying to control it? Or is this me allowing it? What is it that I really want to create? Well, I did this years and years ago with my children and their school. I tried to force my children to go to this school because I thought it was the best school. Everybody said it was the best school. Your kids have to go there. And I went to go to that school and register my kids. I'll give you the long story. They said no, I was out of their district. My house didn't qualify in their school boundaries. I was like, okay, give me another meeting. I went again and tried to fight them to get my kids in the school. They said no. I went again. I dragged my brother, tried to talk to them. And again, they said no. I kept forcing it. But the universe was actually looking out for me because that wasn't the school the kids were supposed to be at. Nor was that school a part of the next part of my divine timing. So the universe was looking out for me, but I didn't see that. I was so frustrated. And then I had to go and look at this school that I didn't want to look at because it was a little school. But when I got there, it was the most loving school. It was small. The teachers were loving. I ended up teaching teachers there how to manifest. I ended up teaching teachers there how to work with the kids. I got to go into the class and teach the kids Rainbow Children stuff. Like the universe knew this is where you're supposed to be, not here. I kept trying to force it. How often are we trying to force something? So in your big manifestation list and things you are, look at it and see, is there somewhere on here that I am trying to control the outcome? Because we cannot control what another person does, can't control what another company does, but we can still manifest that same outcome. If you were limitless and that job could be anywhere, and the universe knew the best place for it to be, what would that look like for you? What would you want out of that? What does that vibration really look like?
And that's actually important, to align your manifestation to your divine timing. Because if you manifest something which is in accordance to your divine timing, the universe will usually swoop in and help you on your path. Like with Brandy's story, the moment she went to that little school, all the doors opened. It was immediately there, it was immediately available. So it was a part of her path to actually go in there, to meet those people, to make those experiences. Part of her learning experience, part of the kids' learning experience. So everything folded together nicely. And that's also the case in your manifestations. There are times where you feel that sometimes you are going against the flow, but sometimes it's just not the right timing yet. Sometimes you just need to wait for a little bit, or sometimes you really need, as Brandy said, to adjust it a tiny little bit so that you can actually open up for more possibilities. Maybe your manifestation, which you are making at the moment, is too small. Maybe it should be bigger, but maybe we feel not worthy enough to actually make it bigger. So look at the manifestation, see where you're at, and then also look at the steps which you have to take in order to reach that manifestations. So the steps are sometimes also something you want to manifest along your way, because those steps are as important as the final goal in certain instances, because we need the first step in order to have the second step. Sometimes it's not possible to go from here to here in one step. You have to make some in-between steps in order to reach your goals. So be aware of that and look at your manifestation out of a different perspective if you have the feeling that you are stuck in a certain way. And if you do that, then you can sometimes open up new doors, open up new possibilities, and actually fall back into the line where your divine timing can come in and bring you forward, bring you on that path which you should be. Okay. So it's like when you take classes, if you want to take the next class, then sometimes all doors open up. I've experienced it myself. I wanted to do classes, and then I always had problems getting holidays back when I was still an employee. And then the company changed the rule, and from one day to the other, they forced me to take holidays. So I was like, okay, I can take whenever. And it was like, okay, I'll take then. So I could plan it exactly where I needed it to go to the classes I needed. And there was no resistance anymore because the timing was just right, because the timing was just there. And I was able to do those classes, which I needed to do in order to take the next step in my personal business, you know? So sometimes the universe plays in funny and in mysterious ways. And we have to listen to ourselves. We have to listen to the voices which are infiltrating in our brain, like those doubts and disbeliefs, those positive voices also. And we have to figure out a plan what to do next in order to make our manifestations come true. So having a manifestation means we have to put in some action as well. It's not just I manifest and I wait for it to happen, lean back and just like wait, you know. We have to do a certain amount of action. We have to do a certain amount of action in order to, well, have the universe step in and help us to achieve it. Okay? That's extremely important to not forget that action part in it.
But the great thing is too, is that you have that amazing tool. You have so many amazing tools from the classes that you've actually learned, including belief work. And as you do that belief work, we know that when you have problems in your life, you're learning a virtue. And so it's really nice to be like, what is my soul trying to learn right now? What is this virtue that I'm trying to learn? And if you want to take that even one step further, or you complete that you've learned it, or you ask the creator if you've learned this now, even if you've learned it, you still have to practice it. So even though you learn kindness or you learn understanding, you're not going to have as many moments that are hard. Maybe that it was hard for you to get there to learn those, but you're still going to have moments you have to still practice those virtues. But before you ever came here, you knew all of this. We're remembering what we've already learned before. And we're tapping into that knowledge, we're remembering it. And so as you clear your belief systems, you open the possibility for more of those abilities to come in. You open the possibility for you to work more with those virtues and be able to do more things. And as some of the classes go further, some of you have done experiences where you can go into an actual past life and retrieve knowledge from those past lives and bring it forward faster. You're already tapping into those past lives when you go and do some of that belief work, because you're going in and seeing what your ancestors learned genetically. But you can actually go in and experience what we call a quantum jump, and go back into that past life and see what your ancestors learned, what virtues they had, and magnetize those and bring those forward. And that's kind of the next step, and where we're going with some of the things in theta healing is using those more. We use them a lot in the further classes in theta healing to do so many amazing, cool things. But with the new class that she's done, it's called quantum jumping, we're starting to go back and jump in and pull a lot of those abilities, a lot of those virtues forward so we can learn even faster. It's amazing how fast our energy or our little souls want to learn right now. You know, you look at even 20 years ago, we were happy we were learning, but how fast we're learning now is this amazing. And so you're looking for that knowledge because you remember that knowledge, and you remember, I could manifest. I should have manifested it already because I've done this before. I manifested fast, and at one time I could have it. Yes, you could. We just got to clear those blocks around that. But you remember that. How do you know that? You remember it from another time and place. You remember it from when you did do all of those things. And so we jump into this class where we're like, let's go and explore this. Let's go jump into some of these past lives and bring it forward. Let's go jump into the future and work a little bit more with the future. Let's go see what's really going on right now in a whole different way.
And in a quantum jumping class, we do all those jumps with purpose so that we can gain back some of those abilities, some of those virtues, that we can make decisions easier, that we can experience the planes of existence in different ways. And all of it actually helps us to go into a deeper theta states of mind. And by doing that, we actually will learn to go deeper while all the time. So with quantum jumping, we actually start using crystals. And the crystals are basically there to enhance your energy. They're there to enhance your energy in a way so that you can go deeper into a theta state of mind, so that you can see clearer, so that you can see better, so that you can have a better experience. And then as the class progresses, like up until the last day, we'll remove more and more of those crystals so that you can see that you can do it without the crystals as well as with the crystals, you know? So we don't want to train you to have to use crystals in order to go into a deep theta state of mind. Instead, we will train you to go deeper, and then we'll train you to go deep without the crystals. And we'll actually go and get abilities back, go and get virtues back, and go to different planes of existence, to future experiences. And it's really fun. It's really cool. And I think you'll like it.
It is. It's kind of a tricky class to explain because there's so much that goes on with that class. But it does definitely help to support in tapping into that energy. But what really helps, no matter what, is making sure you just go and connect to the creator. So if you're taking a class now, you're taking a class later, you've learned the tools. You have so many amazing tools. And sometimes we forget the tools that we have, and we just need that reminder. Maybe you doubting yourself is that reminder that you need to go and talk to the creator. Maybe it's how you know that today I need to just go up and connect and see what's going on. And the more that you do that, the creator is the CEO of Theta Healing. All the business decisions are made by going up and talking to the creator, getting that guidance, getting everything. So you have a conversation with my mom, the creator is the CEO. Bobby's the CEO on paper, but the creator is the CEO for reals. Okay? Because that's your greatest gift. Being able to connect to the creator, get the answers to your questions, learning how to trust yourself, learning about yourself, all through that connection of the creator. So really just know how amazing you are. Know that you can clear that off. Know that you've got all the tools. You can tap into that. But continuing forward is great. Taking classes is amazing. We get to see you. We get to connect with you. You get to learn more things. You get to be supported by other people whose path maybe was meant for you to meet at that class. Well, that's where all the connections happen too. So it can be an awesome experience.
Yeah,
I
the
know you
quantum
have
jumping.
yeah, go ahead, Matthias.
So the quantum jumping is actually one of those awesome experiences where you have to come in person. It is not an online class, it's not an online opportunity. It actually is only in person. So if you want to join that class, then you'll actually have to come to a location. And currently, we cannot even do it remote. So that means that one of the teachers has to be there in person, which in this case, it's actually me. I will be traveling to Taipei City and to Shanghai City, and I'll be there in person. And Brandy, she will be streamed into the classroom from Montana so that you have both of our teachings. So you have both of our perspective. We'll both give you lectures, both guide you through exercises. And that's the fun thing about quantum jumping. We have all those quantum jumps. And well, we train you first to do it on another person, but then we'll also put you all down in a quantum jump together. So the teacher, or we as teachers, will actually guide you through the jump itself so that you can make the experience for yourself. It's really fun and it's really powerful. And well, it's really special. It's something which you haven't seen before yet. It's completely new as a class, so to say. So if you're interested in really connecting and while also finding like-minded people, come to an in-person class is always a good idea to do that because, well, in person, you meet people which are on the same path as you. You meet friends, you meet people which you might have seen online many times, and now you see them for the first time in person. And it's just like a family reunion sometimes. So if you're interested, you should definitely come and check it out because, well, we are very excited to be teaching it, well, very soon, actually, in about 2 weeks, right? In about 2 weeks, we'll have the first one, and then a week after, we'll have the second one. So, well, if you're interested, you should definitely check it out.
And if it doesn't work out for you this time, we are teaching the teachers class in August. And so we'll have teachers that can teach this class too in the future as well. So of course, explore wherever you can, what we would love to see you there. And we're going to really quickly go up and manifest. So if you don't have your manifestation list, think of a couple things really quick that you do want to manifest for. If you got your manifestation list, awesome. We're going to go up and we're going to manifest together. And we're going to see what happens. So here we go. Matthias, do you want to guide him through manifesting?
You can if you want to.
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. You got a couple things on there. Think of a couple things you're grateful for really quickly. And we can throw those on there and we're just going to close our eyes. Take a deep breath in. Imagine energy coming up from the bottom of your feet, moving up to the top of your head, making a beautiful ball of light. See yourself in that ball of light as you go up past the universe, through layers and layers of light, through a golden light, through a thick jelly-like substance into that tingly white light. Feel in every cell in your body. You're going to say, Creator of all it is, I am grateful for these things in my life now. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. And think about your list as if it's already in your life now. What does it look like, feel like, smell like? And of course, when you're finished, go back to that sparkly white light. Take your time, but when you're finished, open your eyes. Two really quick things before I leave. We are doing a webinar right after this with Diana. We're doing a soulmate webinar that I'm going to run into as soon as we finish. But I want to make sure that you guys know that once a month we do a webinar for practitioners and instructors. It's always the second Wednesday of every month, so we can connect there. And we can do more webinars than that if we need to, so we have a chance to stay connected. But it's so great to see all of your amazing faces. So I invite you. I know the times on those vary, so sometimes it works out for you guys to join live, sometimes not, but know that we always have the language so we can connect and support you guys that way. And if you ever need anything, you can reach directly to the headquarters. And if you explore some of these really cool things, some really cool beliefs, you can share them with us, things that you've worked on that helped you, so we can share those and see those, because sharing really helps other people to see, do I have that going on too? I want to work on that too. But thank you guys so much for taking time with us today. And of course, we're going to give you guys some downloads. Would you like to know what it feels like to be able to recognize all of the blessings that you have in your life, that you can continue to receive blessings and manifest easily through the Creator? Would you like to know what it feels like to be ready for all of the abundance that the Creator has for you? To know that you're worthy of that abundance? Would you like to know what it feels like to really love yourself, understand yourself? What it feels like to carry an energy of kindness and compassion and understanding and happiness and excitement as you go through your day-to-day life? And if so, say yes.
And would you also like to know how it feels like to retrieve your abilities, that you know how it feels like to embrace kindness, compassion, courage, and wisdom in your life, that you know that it is possible and safe to walk on your path, to walk on your divine timing, and that you know how, and that you know that all your wishes and dreams may come true? Would you also like to know that you are self-confident and that you know how to radiate your confidence to others? If you want all those downloads, please say yes. Perfect.
All right, you guys. Matthias, I did opening prayer, so I'll let you do closing prayer.
Perfect. Okay, well then, I want to say thank you first. Thank you to Brandy for joining us for the webinar. Thank you to Anne for organizing all these beautiful webinars, for hosting us, for those two amazing classes which are coming. And also thank you to our translators for translating. I hope we were not too fast. And I'll close with a prayer. So if you want to connect to the Creator again, you can. Take a deep breath in. Creator of all it is, Atanaha all it is. Creator, we thank you for this day. We thank you for our life. Thank you that you brought us together, that you help us inspire others. Thank you, Creator. Aho.
Oh.
Perfect. Okay. Well,
All right.
thank you all. Thank you, Brandy.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you again, Anne.
Thank you.
Guys.
Really enjoy the flow of the energy of you two teaching together. So looking forward to it.
It'll be awesome. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you. Thank you,
See you.
Brandy. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Matthias. See you next time. 感谢大家. Thank you. Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Donna. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.